Everybody, not totally sure what I'm going to say here today, but it was just one of those days where you feel the need to talk about the market and really just some of there's so much rhetoric right now about a lot of things, but one thing is the real estate market, and it's a lot of like tidbits and one-liners and things, and I just wanted everybody to know kind of the extent that we are researching the market to really guide people right now. It is difficult to do. The market is totally different than it was 5 months ago. I think that's blanketly understood across the nation. So something had to shift, and it did, and but it's really really pocketed, and it's a lot to comprehend if you just look at it from an overall perspective. So I'm going to use today as an example of our little business. We have buyers. There's a house that's been on the market, and in our opinion, it's kind of grossly overpriced. So, great house. Buyers should be writing a relatively low offer. They should be including every contingency under the sun, because that's what that market for that house today is. It's warranted, and they should have all those protections. They should have an inspection. They should have financing. They should have all these things, because for that particular house, that's what we feel like is allowable. Flip the script. We have a seller. The house has been on the market for 5 days. We have multiple offers. We're escalating to the tune of what we escalated for some properties in the spring, and every contingency is waived. Every buyer waived every single contingency there. So it's the same day, and there's really really different things happening with a couple different houses in different neighborhoods. So we have to, as a buyer or a seller, you have to put yourself in that mindset. Like, two different paths may happen, and as brokers, we have to try to determine this style of house or this house in this location, which version of that market might the buyer anticipate. And that's really difficult to do. We do the best we can because we're in the market every day. So just all I care about is that anybody buying or selling is working with somebody that literally does this all the time. They have to know what happened a week ago, a month ago, and they have to kind of guess what may happen in the relative near future. Everybody knows we can't predict the future. I love that question. What's going to happen? I don't know. I can predict it a little bit. We have some data to suggest, kind of what we think could happen, but we don't know. And there's people that should be buying right now. There's people that should be selling right now. There's people that shouldn't be. Don't be afraid to ask us what we think. We'll tell you, like, not the best time to be doing this, or hey, this is actually one of the best times we've seen to buy this particular type of house because it's 20% cheaper than it was. Your cost is higher, but over time we can adjust your interest rate and get that down. Whatever the version of this may be for you, but you need to be working with a mortgage person and a real estate person that you inherently trust. And they may not tell you what you want to hear all the time. We're telling a lot of people what they don't want to hear right now, but it doesn't matter, because that's what the data says, and that's what we are interpreting the market to be. So anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. I guess it's just not as easy as reading a headline and going, this is what the market's doing. They're micro markets, and we have to understand and really track and be in all of these different areas every single day to really kind of guess what we think is going to happen. So that's all. Follow up with questions if you have any, but I just felt the need to say something today. All right, see you later.